Financial well-being and planning efforts are often quite challenging for consumers to weigh in on a multitude of levels. Many consumers are becoming increasingly more aware of how they are able to effectively impact their current and future wealth levels by using tools that are readily available and quite simple to understand. People focused on this effort should know the basics of establishing an effective self-directed investing plan to ensure their needs are fully maintained. Self-directed investing plans are managed by the consumer and usually based on the investment options that are available at the individual level. Many people are interested in this process when trying to avoid the potential risks that go along with using a professional for their decision-making efforts. The creation of a successful strategy is usually quite challenging to consider on a multitude of levels. Consumers interested in this financial process are often quite stressed over how to remain effective in their efforts. Many of the difficulties that people face in their efforts are based on the need to feel confident that their financial futures are readily maintained. Concentrating on several pertinent ideas is usually quite helpful in generating the most profit. People are initially urged to make sure they understand what tools and options are offered to them. A multitude of platforms and portfolio creation options are now made available and can be difficult to understand and work through on various levels. Following blogs and browsing through specifically designed publications creates a sound knowledge about what is actually viable and effective. Setting goals is an additional source of insight for anyone focused on making this decision. Goal-setting efforts are largely focused on the opportunity to make sure that current and future financial needs are fully met while still being able to contend with current responsibilities. All goals that are set should be placed in writing with specific milestone review dates to ensure progress is tracked and utilized to make decisions on how to proceed. Assessing current levels of cash and financial situations in general is also quite helpful to consider. The current investments and strategies that people have set in place are usually the starting point, as consumers are still required to meet their current obligations while trying to work toward future wealth levels. Adding up all bills and current investments creates the best picture of where one stands financially. Risk management is also an integral part of this entire process. Managing risk is generally focused on the need to be certain that cash levels are kept as high as possible at all times to mitigate losses and potential hazards to stock performance. Beginning stages of investing should be managed with higher cash levels. Paying attention to current events is also helpful with designing effective self-directed investing. A significant number of factors are highly influential with trades and investments, which is typically what prompts the need to make sure that news and current events are carefully paid attention to. Remaining well informed allows consumers to make decisions that are profitable with their current portfolio.